Welcome to my top 10 most anticipated comics for August 23rd, 2023. It's never too early to start that pull list for next week, and hopefully this list does help you make decisions on what comic books to buy. I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. Before we get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to Whatnot. If you guys never downloaded Whatnot, I got a link right here in my description box below. Once you click on that link and click on your profile or create your profile, and you win your first auction on Whatnot, whether it's comics, Play-Doh, Hot Wheel cars, Lincoln Logs, Funko Pop figures, whatever it is that you collect, guys, you're going to save yourself $15. No strings attached. It doesn't cost you anything. Just click on that link, man. Get $15. So check out Whatnot today. All right, so let's kick off this bad boy with the hot seat. Hot seat goes to Jean Grey, issue 1. This is more Fall of X stuff. And the Fall of X stuff actually has been pretty good. I'm going to give them credit for that. And, but this one is really on my hot seat because we got Jean Grey. Jean Grey got murdered in the whole gala event. And somehow she's going to be around to somehow maybe possibly look into her past to prevent from what happened. I don't know. That's kind of the synopsis that it's giving me, but I don't know how you can bring all those mutants back or change whatever happened. I'm kind of worried because if you read the Iceman book, that one was absolutely horrible and he came back right away. So we'll see what happens. This is 36 pages. This is $5. I don't know if you guys heard the news, but Tom Brevoort is the one that is actually going to be taking over X-Men in the future. Not anytime soon, but probably after 2024. I'm looking forward to the new direction of the X-Men. So now we move on to the book that's on the rise. And on the rise is Scrapper issue 2. This is from Image Comics. I love animal books. I'm a huge dog fan. And we have another dog here that's kind of like a superhero dog. And we got to see in the first issue him like trying to do good, and we got to see like a little bit of his origin story of his owners and then what happened to his owners. And I thought it was a kind of cool book, and this book is created by a game designer, so I thought this was really neat, man, and I love the artwork in it. So I'm looking forward to issue 2 and see if it does get better. The price of this book is $4. So guys, if you love daily comic book content and you love me helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy, make sure you consider subscribing to the channel. Moving on to number 10. And I think I'm going to change my mind after this because I put together this list before I read the Spider-Man annual, and this is actually the Fantastic Four annual, The Contest of Chaos issue 1. So this is Ghost Rider versus Human Torch. Now, you have Agatha Harkness, who's creating the Darkhold once again. And after reading the Spider-Man annual, you had Spider-Man pitted against Wolverine. The fight was so lackluster. It was a couple pages. The artwork was so lacked in detail. It's a $5 comic book I wanted because it had Wolverine and Spider-Man. When you have those top tier characters, you want high level storytelling, and it just didn't hit the mark for me. So I might actually pass on this one. Coming in at number 9, this wasn't on my radar whatsoever, but this was a book I added at the last minute, and this is Unleashed issue 1. So this is like another animal book, and this is Craven Unleashes the Beasts. So Craven abducts Lockjaw. At the same time, a local scientist mixed up with AIM goes missing. And it's all up to Throg, the Frog of Thunder, Redwing the Falcon, Chewie, the Cat Flurkin, Lucky the Pizza Dog, Pat's the Ghost Dog, and Scrappy the new LAD Dog to save the day. 36 pages, $5. Dude, I'm all for that. I'm good with the Marvel mascots going into an adventure. I want to see how they interact with each other. That's something different. And I love, Lucky the Pizza Dog. I like Throg. So I think this could be a fun adventure. This could be very much an under the radar type of book. Coming in at number 8, we have the newest number 1 and newest Thor book here, Immortal Thor issue 1, written by Al Ewing. So Al Ewing is hit and miss for me. I think some of his stuff is really good and some of his stuff is just, he tries too hard, right? Immortal Hulk was really good in the beginning, and then in the second half, it just got way out there. Some of his Guardians of the Galaxy stuff wound up getting out there for me too. I don't know where he's going to go with Immortal Thor, but it's got to be better than when Donny Cates left. Because when Donny Cates left because of his unfortunate accidents, it's just like that book fell off the rail. So I'm looking forward to a fresh new start here. And you got to see a little bit of a preview, I think, in the Thor annual. He's back to his normal suit, and the hammer is back to normal. So we'll see what happens. This is 52-page book, man. $7. Coming in at number 7, we have Terror War. This is issue 5. This is a great book done by Solomon Ahmed about people that see their greatest fears and they come to life on Earth. And then we have these terror people that wind up capturing these creatures. And then what happens is you had these two rival terror capturers going after each other's bounties. But now these creatures have gotten so strong, they're forced to team up together. This is a fun series, something completely different. I like the artwork, I love the storytelling, and this is 28 pages, and this is $4. Moving on to number 6, we have The Amazing Spider-Man issue 32. Now, the last issue of Amazing Spider-Man was actually pretty good, as we had the whole issue, which I think leads to the gang war, and it looks like we're taking a break from that, because if you read the little preview at the end of that last issue, we got a teaser of Craven hooking up with the Queen Goblin. And that's kind of weird, man. But here it looks like we got Craven the Hunter, the Queen Goblin returns, going after Spider-Man. So this could be a fun little break between the action of what we're getting or going to get in the gang war. So this is legacy numbering 926, 36 pages. $4. Top 5 now. We have Venom issue 24. Prepare to meet your doom. Dr. Doom is the most notorious and ambitious supervillain in the Marvel Universe, but he's got something Eddie Brock needs. What could it be, and what calamitous circumstance will befall both Doom and Eddie? So this series has been much improved since we have just Al Ewing actually writing the book, which I did say that Al Ewing is hit and miss. When we had just Ram V writing it and Al Ewing writing it, changing duties on it, it just hasn't been very good. But as of late, it's been a lot better. I'm looking forward to this next issue. This is 28 pages, and this is $4. Coming in at number 4, we have Big Game. This is issue 2, Mark Millar's universe book where he has all his creations come together and they're working with Nemesis. It's crazy. It's good, but if you don't know these characters or you forgot who these characters are, you might be a little bit lost. Now, the first issue did a good job at trying to explain a lot of these characters, but it was a little bit overwhelming as well. But the artwork is absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to see where this series goes. At the end of the last issue, you got to see the return of Kick-Ass, and he was much older. I love seeing that. Man, I remember when Kick-Ass first came out. I love that book. Hopefully this book continues to get better. This is $5. Top 3, we have TMNT Stranger Things issue 2. So this is pretty cool. We have Baxter Stockman, who actually captured 11 in the last issue, and I guess worked with Papa and behind the scenes in the whole story of Stranger Things. Like, you never saw that before. Like, he's attached to that, and I think that is great. And it's kind of cool how you got to see the kids run into the turtles and that they're working together to stop everything that's happening in the Upside Down and all that other stuff. Great artwork. You gotta love the original Turtles theme here, as all the turtles are wearing their red bandanas. It reminds you of the old Mirage days. Great stuff here. Looking forward to this issue. This is $4 price point. Coming in at number 2, we have Dark Knights of Steel issue 12. finally the conclusion here. This book came out on a regular basis when it first came out, but ever since issue 6, it's been at a stall. It's hard to gain that momentum back when a book constantly takes breaks, but Tom Taylor is obviously busy doing other projects, otherwise this wouldn't have taken so long. But I am anxiously excited, or I'm excited about how this book is actually going to conclude, because we've got to see Martian Manhunter pose as Alfred in this, and we got the White Martians that are trying to stop him, and now we're going to get to see all the three kingdoms come together and stop these White Martians. Great book overall. This is 32 pages, $4. So guys, after number 1, don't forget, we're not done, as we have those noteworthy comics to talk about. And my number 1 most anticipated comic for this particular comic book week, you might be surprised, is the Invincible Iron Man issue 9. I think this series is really good, and I feel like it might be a little bit underrated. And I think what's good is that it's connected to what's going on in the Fall of X. It's been building up to that part. We have Fei Long, who is like the arch nemesis of Tony Stark right now, how he took over Stark Industries. He took over the Sentinel program and actually got Tony Stark tech to create giant sentinels, and that was the building blocks of this whole Fall of X thing, because Fei Long is part of Orcus. Really great stuff, man. I really have enjoyed what's going on here, and this is the description that it has. It says, Tony Stark, Black King of the Hellfire Club. Fei Long and the Stark Sentinels have beaten Iron Man and robbed him of his armor, but Tony isn't without his resources, his father's membership to the Hellfire Club, and his new stealth armor. That's awesome. And that's what's kind of cool about this book, because it plays around with different armors and tech. That's something that previous stories have kind of gotten away from. So I like what this book has to offer. Legacy numbering 659. 28 pages, and this is $4. All right, so here we go. We're moving on to those noteworthy comics, and we're kicking it off with Marvel. Here we go. We have X-Force. This is issue 43. Next from Marvel, we have Deadpool. This is issue 10. Then for the Star Wars fans, we have Dr. Aphra, issue 35. We have Moon Knight, City of the Dead. This is issue 2. More Fall of X stuff. We have Realm of X. This is issue 1. For the Daredevil fans, we have Daredevil Echo, issue 4. We have Black Panther, issue 3. And then, I don't know if anybody's still reading this, but we have Storm, issue 4. We have the finale of Captain America. So moving on to DC Comics, we still got Night Terror stuff winding down here. We have Night Terrors. This is issue 4. We have Batman Brave and the Bold, issue 4. Doom Patrol, issue 5 of 7. We have Night Terrors Detective Comics, issue 2. Night Terrors Titans, issue 2. Night Terrors Action Comics, issue 2. Are you guys scared yet? Night Terrors Harley Quinn, issue 2. And then we have Penguin, issue 1. Moving on to those indies, we have King's Spawn, issue 25. Ice Cream Man, issue 36. I had no idea this book was still going on. Undiscovered Country, issue 25. We have Rogue Sun, issue 15. Firepower by Robert Kirkman, issue 26. And if I didn't have that annual back in the original portions of the countdown, this would have made my top 10. The Tenement, issue 3, done by Jeff Lemire. Really good book. Highly recommend this. And then I still haven't caught up with Battle Chasers yet, but we have Battle Chasers, issue 12. I want to know if you guys are digging that in the comments below. And then we have Death Dealer. This is issue 15. So there you guys have it. There are my top 10 most anticipated and noteworthy comic books for August 23rd, 2023. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I want to know in the comments below what you're looking most forward to. And of course, guys, As always, I will leave you one of my most latest videos here and my top 10 comic book covers of the week. This is a Group 4 elimination round, and you guys want to check this one out because there's a contest going on. So watch that video, find out how you can win. And as always, guys, keep buying, keep collecting, but most importantly, make sure you read your comics. Guys, I'll see you real soon.